Hey, what's going on? stinkbaitTV. My name is Jordan Ross, as you know, the one, the only. And I have a very, very special guest on today. Family, Stinkbait family, Kelvin Briscoe. How's it going, brother? Tell us who you are.
What's up, man? Kelvin, Dwayne, Thurston, Briscoe. You know,
Kelvin
not everyone.
Smoke Perp. Kelvin Smoke Perp Briscoe. little
Yeah,
gamer tag action.
yeah. Actually, for Call of Duty, it was tranny rider, but
Randy Ryan.
couldn't keep that one.
I had to cut that one out. I got banned by Call of Duty. Speaking of Call of Duty, let's talk video games real quick. What are you
Yep.
playing nowadays? Do you play anything nowadays or what?
Well, I mean, between working and being a family man, I really just play 2K. I try to get into a little bit of MLB, but they just took that off Game Pass, and now I'm just fucked.
Yeah, you gotta fucking pay for it now. So you just
What am I
got stuck.
rich or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. I've been playing nothing but college football since it dropped. Like, literally, I'm talking 600 hours
Damn.
of. Yeah, it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. Yeah. Well, I was
Yeah.
single for half of it. Plus, I work from home, so as soon as I get off or in my lunch breaks and everything, usually playing the game, playing squads, and plus we didn't have it for like 10 years. So I mean,
Yeah.
got to make up for lost time, you know.
Right. Oh my God, that's my sex slave screaming. Hold on. Let me go to the other room.
Got to take care of that real quick.
Oh, I can't keep this stuff in here? Do I need to censor myself, sir?
No, you're all good. This is
Okay.
Stinkbait. Stinkbait's raw and unfiltered.
Okay.
Literally, I don't edit anything.
Okay. Well, now I'm in my
Exactly.
son's room because damn dog. I got a German Shepherd. He's a puppy,
Okay.
and he's still in training, of course. So Jesus Christ.
Did you have to pay for him?
Yeah, man, $200 and a lot of lost nights of sleep, and I get pissed on constantly. But that's what the
That's the puppy experience, though. I was literally just talking to somebody, like a friend of ours. She paid $1,800 for her Italian Greyhound.
Oh God.
A little small, skinny ass dog, but $1,800. I mean, it's a good dog, very well trained and everything like that. But
I mean, I remember
I
back in the
can't
day,
pay.
you see a dog walking down the street, it might look like a pit, might look like a schnauzer.
But it's up for grabs, you know. You
Yeah.
know, if you can feed them, you're pretty much good.
Yeah,
He's
nowadays,
gonna trust you at least.
you see a dog walking down the street, PETA might pop up and say, what are you doing with that dog, boy? You got peanut butter? No, I don't have peanut butter.
Yeah, there's some weirdos out there though, especially here in Oklahoma. Dude, I keep hearing the weirdest stories coming out of Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and really just the small towns that we know. A lot coming out of Ardmore. Weird,
Oh
weird
no,
stories.
not
Yeah,
Ardmore,
even Ardmore.
not
We know
Ardmore,
that
not
we know that area. Ada's weird too. There's a lot of missing people out of that place too.
probably in Greg's backyard.
Yeah, they're all there. It's on Happy Land.
Yeah, Greg's so happy down here, brother.
What's it,
Yeah.
man? What do you play on 2K?
Uh,
Are you doing my player still?
no, so like
That's what got me off
honestly.
of it.
Oh, my player? Yeah, I stopped playing that because all the damn VC and you have to pay to play. And
Yeah, it's gay as fuck now. I
yeah,
fucking hate it.
really, what I do since I'm a manager, I'm a manager at Tyson Foods, so a lot of my,
But real quick before you continue, how long have you been at Tyson? Like year wise,
it's going on 13 years now. As soon as I came out of high school, I went into the food industry, into a warehouse.
and just been fucking grinding it ever since then, right?
Yeah, I've been, grinding meat. You know me. I was doing that before I
Grinding
got here.
meat. I mean, it's a good skill of yours, you know.
Well, it pays a little bit more here. I was getting chump change, dancing on tricks, but
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather get, the chicken. That's where I'm at now. But yeah, I've been here 13 years. I moved my way up to manager of shipping operations. So kind of moving up the ladder a little bit. I'm trying to turn a career into it.
Hell yeah, man! You're on kid two now, right? Is that right?
Yeah, if you ask my wife, she's trying to rate me into three. So
Get you into three. I don't know about all that, man.
yeah, that's a little too much. We grew up with you had two brothers, and then y'all would always come to our house, and then we had our little fucking basketball
Little
team.
little shack there,
Yeah,
yeah.
literally holes in the floor. Trying to stand on your tippy nose and take a shit.
I sometimes look back on that house and I'm like, we had such a good time there, though. Such a good time. But oh my god, was it dangerous though?
But
Just
the
just
thing is about
walking up the
that.
door, it was crazy.
The thing about that, man, is that really goes towards our resilience, as people, because like our entire family's like that, to where we grew up in these situations where a lot of people would say CPS needs to be involved. We're just like, nah, bro, don't worry about it. We're good.
Yeah, I'd probably recommend it. Looking back, I would recommend a CPS call, a
Yeah,
welfare check.
I can't tell you how many times I had CPS calling us, man. It was ridiculous, but that's the thing is we got out of that. We're all different people now, and I can say this: none of us are in prison, not like our dads, So
That is very true. Specifically, me, right, dude. It's such a weird situation with my family, with my immediate family. Because trying to stay out of it as much as I can. Because I've too much too much going on right now, starting my own family. Dealing with the past stuff. Is just exhausting at some point. So,
right. Yeah, I
but you
mean,
do learn from it. Grow from it, and makes you who you are now. Those tough times. So
well, one thing I know, I mean, about my growing up to a certain extent, but you don't. That's another thing too. Not a lot of people know how I grew up, and I'm not even my mom. Because I bounced in and out. Of her life. Not to the point of where she just abandoned me, but I was with Charlene and Tim, and then uh, when I moved into the apartment with them in Arlington, it's like I kind of didn't know my family to a certain extent, so I kind of had to learn who they were, and then also they was always at work, so
yeah,
really it was just us, just in the streets doing stupid stuff, and you know one thing I could say is I wouldn't say we didn't go unloved. It was more or less we just didn't have guidance. You know what I mean? Like we all had each other's back. We even though we
right.
ragged on each other a lot, it wasn't like we did it out of spite, but it was more or less like camaraderie in a way. Even though it's fucked up camaraderie, I ain't gonna lie, we said some fucked up shit to each other. But
We made a good community, though. So
yeah,
that's all that matters. But whenever you think about it, though, not having much guidance growing up and everything, like our parents, your parents, my parents, they didn't have any guidance either. If you really think about it, so it's kind of like a chain reaction. Just down the line or whatever. But
well, that's what they call it. They call it breaking the chain for a reason, and I think each one of us has done that in our own way. You know what I mean?
yeah, I 100% agree.
I do
I
believe
mean,
my mom had a big presence in it. She was always telling us, do your own thing. It was more of a like she didn't want to see us do what she saw. And that's how kind of we took it. So, I mean, like I said, even today, the majority of us are doing things that we never even fathomed. I mean, Jalen just graduated. Amia's about to graduate. Jasmine graduated. Keenan
and
graduated. I mean,
and everybody seems to have like their own little stick, like their own little thing going on, their own little career path. Everybody's doing it. It's great. Everybody's doing good, and
yep.
either that or family or life is actually starting for all of
Right.
us. It's kind of beautiful to see in a way. It
Yeah.
took me a minute to actually get things going. I will admit, I was slacking for a minute.
Yeah, and kind of like me and you talked about, there was a time where me, you, and Keenan lived together, and we was all in a bad place. Well, actually, I can't even say that for Keenan. Keenan, man, and I know Keenan probably watched this. I probably never told him to him before, but I'll tell it to him. When I
tell
do
tell it
things.
tell it to the audience, brother. Let us
Right,
all know.
right. Well, I mean, just in general, Keenan's my brother, my actual brother, not my step brother. No, no
Yeah.
point. But Keenan kind of got stuck along with me and my bullshit, and that's one thing that I never apologized to him for. And and that's just something that as a brother, as the big brother, you have to own up to. And me and you, we was in our situation, and I'm not going to explain yours because I don't know the full detail, but mine was really just trying to get out of toxicity. And
Well, I can explain a little bit, like from my end. I guess like from that time period. I mean, because now I'm 25 now. I was 18 then. So like, but I was definitely in like a weird spot in my life, coming back from college, not really having a plan at all. Just trying to figure it out. But I mean, shit. I mean, I was still trying to party and everything like that. I was trying to find the next move, trying to hang out with people that didn't really care. You see that now, but whenever you're young and going through it, it's a little bit different. But yeah, I was smoking weed. I was drinking any chance that I had.
we was all
Started,
drinking, buddy.
yeah, started doing blow and CStat and everything. It started from there. Stopped uh, whenever I was 21, which was a good thing. Very
Yeah,
good thing
definitely,
very good
definitely.
thing that I stopped, and then really just started thinking about doing like this. Really, like sneak bait has been something that I've been thinking about doing for, I'd say, 3 or 4 years, really.
Right.
Just kind of building on it, building on it, building on it, and then finally doing it. And it's only going to get bigger and
Right.
bigger. So
The
I'm
biggest
excited about it.
thing, and exactly what you just did, and I'm gonna say this, not only as your, well, I don't even know what I am to you, cousin, uncle, whatever the hell. I don't know. Our family's messed up. I don't know, but
Yeah, it's
as
kind
a
of a
family,
mixture in between everything.
yeah, because we all grew up together. We're damn near, we're all brothers. I mean, Randall's my
It's kind of
uncle, but
like brothers. It's like more like brothers type
yeah,
because yeah.
but
But I learned a lot from y'all growing up. Learning how to make a comeback, like a simple comeback coming from
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
First one was rough, but
No, one thing I will say
but
is,
I worked on it.
all jokes aside, I mean, the real thing is that we got out of it. You know what I mean? And we all have our story. No one's perfect. Even the most successful people had to fail, and we can call our own failures, but no one can ever tell us that we failed because we are where we're at now, and we're always going to bounce back. As long as we understand that at the end of it all, we're living this life, and it's a continuous moving thing. You can't go backwards. You can't jump ahead. You got to focus on the present because past ain't gonna fix anything, and you can't get to the future without dealing with the present. So, where we're at right now, you're in a good
Yeah,
position. I'm in a good position. Keenan's in a good position from what I know. Um, haven't checked on Kenny recently. I don't know what Kenny's doing, but
yeah. I was talking to him just recently, and I mean, really just talking to him about filming for stinkbait, especially if we do like on-site type of things with athletes, like going to games, going to soccer games, football games, basketball, whatever it is. If he can film for us and also film for the possible sketch show that we got going on, that'd be
This will
perfect.
be great. All of us
I
together
think
with
I really think that it will be really good, and we
yeah,
can do a little like a little bit of you know like a teaser here.
yeah,
Yeah, talk about it a little bit, not too much, but
yeah.
still, it's gonna be great. Randall and you in the same room writing. It's gonna be interesting. I'll
Yeah.
say that. I'll say that it's gonna be interesting.
But the messed up thing about that is I'm not that. I'll put it like this: my career path that I'm in right now, those crazy comebacks, those off the wall things that I used to say, I don't do it anymore. So to
It's
actually
kind of
have
like
this,
toned down, like filtered it out a little bit
oh yeah. So like
through that corporate shit. Yeah,
this
yeah,
avenue now, if I was to actually go into writing and actually putting into, because like honestly, dude, you know my mom, she crazy as hell. She'll tell you the same thing, but that got passed on to us, and we don't have
yeah.
pills, we don't have therapy, and this is all just unfiltered
But that
psychosis. Like,
this is the therapy though. This
yeah,
podcast is the
yeah.
therapy. Talk about it, let it all out. I mean, it might get 20 views. Just let it out, you know. So
I mean, that's exactly what it is. I mean, the thing is too is just us being in the room talking. Like, I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but like when we get together, we don't have to be doing shit. We can just be playing video games and like not even playing, but we're all just capping on each other. Trying to see who can make each other laugh. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
when I walk away from that situation, like I feel a lot better. It's not like
and that's what I
anything
want
really
to do.
happened.
That's what I want to do with this talk show. You know, just have it like almost like bro comedy. You
Right.
know, like because there's only a certain number of people that are trying to do that. A lot of it's like corporate comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
SNL. SNL is the big one. SNL is like the main example of that corporate comedy that is just bullshit and it sucks. Week after week, it sucks. I really feel like we could definitely, if we like put our minds to it, put some time into it, we could definitely do a lot better with it, you know?
But like just to kind of talk about the comedic side of it, like I've been studying comedy since I was probably early teenagers, and
I
I
think all
know,
of us got on that. I
yeah.
got showed like Cat Williams whenever I was like 10, and I was like, holy shit, this is probably the best thing that I've ever seen, you know?
Well, I mean,
Stand
like
up. Like,
I go back to Eddie Murphy,
yep.
Tom Segura before he got famous. He was pretty good then. Ralphie May, Angela liked Ralphie May a lot, but
Is it Eddie Mack? Is that his name? Eddie
Eddie
Mack?
Mac.
Is it?
I don't know.
Is
I know Eddie Murphy is what I said, but I don't know Eddie Mac,
uh?
man.
Wait. There's. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick because I might be getting the name wrong.
Eddie Mac. That sounds like my son trying to say
I
Mac.
think I think I'm definitely wrong on this. All right, I'll get it later. I'll bring it up later. But yeah, comedy, stand up comedy, especially Eddie Murphy, Delirious, Dave
Well,
Chappelle for me. Whenever I'm coming up in
I
my day and
mean,
age,
dude, Dave Chappelle, the sketches he had, of course, the reason why he turned it down is because they try to lowball him, and he knew what he was worth. So I respect that all the way. But the sketches he had were unmatched. I mean, you had Charlie Murphy on there. No one knew who Charlie Murphy
Charlie Murphy
was,
was perfect, dude.
bro. Like Charlie,
He's
I
so
think
fucking funny, bro.
he's my spirit angel, bro. Like, yeah,
Now it's
like
hard to say that like he's funnier than Eddie because Eddie did put in his work, but Eddie did become kind of more for movies at some point. You
I
know,
don't
who's
know.
making movies?
I don't know if I'm wrong if I say this, but I remember hearing that Charlie Murphy wrote for Eddie Murphy, if I remember.
Okay, okay. I mean, in that case, I can see that though. I can see that. Did he write like his stand-up bits,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
is
I
that
think.
like
Yeah, I think that I remember hearing somewhere that Charlie Murphy wrote for Eddie Murphy. Now I know Paul Mooney wrote for Richard Pryor. Um,
I heard Richard Pryor was like secretly gay? Is
I
this thing is
mean,
the cat out of the bag now?
dude, it's the fucking '70s. You snort a line of coke and I'm fucking anything in the movie, brother.
That might yeah, that's true. But I've done coke and I can't fuck anything. I've been in I've been in positions where I can't get up at all. And I
Well,
feel like I'm fucking like I'm 70 years old or something like that, you know.
yeah.
I
Now
have
we got Bluetooth, so I can snort a
ED.
line and just pop a pill. I'm ready to
Just
go,
pop
darling.
that and just fucking go.
But no,
I've
from
been
what I
scared to take those. I feel like I'm
no,
gonna get a
no,
heart attack.
no, dude.
It's a heart attack. Those things are not safe, bro. They are not safe. Boner
Like,
pills are not safe, bro.
I think I'd rather take Molly than a fucking Bluetooth. Honestly, like,
Honestly, yes, yes.
yeah, I might be fucking my pillow, but I'm up
You'll
there.
feel a lot more. You'll feel a lot more. If I get into some gay shit, but you know,
Nah,
whatever.
nah, nah. I don't think
Whatever
Molly
you're
makes you
into.
gay. I think he was gay before he took the Molly, buddy. That's
Ah,
not how
god
it
damn it.
works.
God damn it. You got me. God damn it, I'm in.
Yeah, if I walk in and you're fucking my sofa, dude, we got a problem, right?
Fucking the couch.
Yeah.
I heard that was a rumor with JD Vance. I heard JD Vance fucks couches.
Who's JD Vance? I don't know that one.
The vice president?
Oh, what the fuck?
The vice president, yeah.
All
The vice
right.
president of the United States fucks
Damn.
couches. At least that's the rumor.
Yeah,
I read
he turned that'll turn the entire definition of love seat all the way around.
it. Fuck with it though. All right, let's talk football. That's what I can get into for
Yeah,
sure.
the fucking Eagles beat us last
Oh,
year, but you know everyone's
go
jumping on my.
birds! Go birds! Go birds!
Hey, I ain't gonna
Actually,
lie, man.
check
Saquon
this
Barkley
out.
put on a fucking year, dude.
Check this out.
Oh my god, you
Super
fucking.
Bowl koozie. I had to pull it out for you. Saquon Barkley, probably one of the best off-season trades, or what is it? Free or what is it? Free agency pickups.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, you forget. Remember last year, and this is crazy. No one's talking about it because they want to sweep it under the rug. Last year, they were talking about how running back was invaluable. You could put any running
Yes,
back there, and you
they
could
said
win a
that.
fucking game. And then now everyone's switching the fucking motive, and now Ashton Genty is the number one fucking. Well, I wouldn't say number one because you know you got quarterback needs. You got Travis Hunter out there swinging dicks both ways. No homo. Just saying.
So you're keeping up with the college guys right now. Draft is coming up in I think next week or something.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Top 5. Who do you think? I
So
mean, look,
Shadur's not making it.
Shadur is not in it.
No,
No,
no, Shadur's not in it.
that is if you're thinking about it. If you're a GM thinking I want to win football games, then yes, you wouldn't take Shador.
If
But
you want to get tickets, yes.
if you want to get tickets, if you want to sell tickets and you want to sell merch, Sanders is a pretty good idea,
And see, the
right?
thing is, we just got away from that with the Redskins slash Washington football team slash Commanders when we fired Snyder. Like, I don't even want to think about Snyder.
Snyder was a legend, bro.
Oh
He's
my
a
God, yeah,
fucking
legend.
legend.
Yeah,
He's an
dude.
NFL legend.
The only guy I know that will pay a refrigerator $100 million and play 2 games for us, and
It must have been some tough years, really, because this is
dude,
the first year that they've been back You know, like in
No,
the
no.
championship or the NFC championship.
We had RG3. We had RG3
That
for,
was like a half a
and then
season.
Snyder decided. Snyder to say, "Fuck this guy. He's winning. We need to get rid of that guy."
Fuck.
Fucking terrible.
But
RG3.
wait. Look back on that though. RG3, like if you keep with him, he was injury prone.
In Baylor, he had a couple injuries.
He was stellar at Baylor. I remember him at Baylor. I remember watching the OU Baylor game, and there was like some type of tipped pass that tipped in the air for like 20 yards, bro. And there's a fucking, I think it was Corey Coleman down the fucking line, just right there, ready to catch it and go. Didn't you actually play with somebody that went to Baylor?
Yeah, I play with Ryan Reed. Yeah, he ended up
That's
practicing with
his
the
name,
Chargers. Yeah.
Ryan Reed. You think you can get in touch with him? I'd love to have him on the
Um,
podcast.
I mean, shit, dude, he's doing. As far as I know, he's doing rap right now, and
Hey, that's good.
I mean, I probably could.
That's stink bait material.
I
Rap.
probably could. I can get in touch with. I know Braylon Mitchell.
That would
Now
be
you remember JT Looper? JT Looper was doing pretty
I
good
I
in
know
college.
Looper. Yeah, I know him. Do you remember y'all had this running back that went to UNT? You know what I'm
Um,
talking about?
I don't think that. Well, if it was after us, but I don't think that was us. I think that was Dennison.
Winfield. Winfield, is that his name?
Antoine Winfield. Yeah. So the funny thing about him, and it's crazy we're talking about this. He's related, not related directly, but somewhat related to my ex. So I probably wouldn't reach out to him.
Probably go ahead and cut that one off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to
That's
open up
fine,
that
that's
avenue.
fine.
I will end up stabbed and buried in my own backyard by the end of that conversation.
I got you. Well,
My wife has a felony. She plays no fucking shit. All right.
oh, fuck. I want to ask about that, but I don't want to get too personal.
No, I mean she'll talk about it. It was a little, something that happened, previously, and
It was years ago, so I mean, it's a good story now. It's a great story to have on the cast, you know.
well, the thing is, you don't want to get too deeply involved because you never know who's listening, and I just don't feel like catching a murder charge in 2025 and above. So I'd
That
rather
is true. That
But
is true.
it was something that she definitely learned from. There was drugs involved, so but it wasn't. I'll put it like this: it wasn't her drugs. She was in the vicinity, so you know how the law works.
Yeah. Well, shit, dude. Yeah, I got that whenever I was 18. I got arrested. Did I ever tell you about that whenever I got arrested?
Mm-mm.
So this is actually a pretty crazy story. I said it on this on an earlier episode, but yeah, I got arrested because there's actually a whole story before that. That it was during a football game. Obviously, I was on the football team, and I actually got suspended from that game because our principal found like a bottle of fake piss that I had in my bag. As soon as he saw that and pulled it out, I was like, "Ah, shit, you got me." Yeah,
It's lemonade. I swear.
yeah. I was like, "Oh, fuck, you got me." And I could have said it was anything. I could have said that I was just a weirdo that liked piss, and that's why I have it in my bag. But
All right, I'd rather go to jail and get suspended than say I
as
just
soon
love piss, man.
I don't even give a shit. Looking back, I should have said that. But as soon as he took it out, I was like, I immediately folded. I was like, oh god damn it. You got me. I've been using it for the last 4 years. This is how I passed
Damn.
this is how I passed every single drug test that they've ever given me. And I know that they test me and call me every time. you know, every time, every time that they come in with the test, they call me out, you know? So I know that they've been wondering how,
Yeah.
like, how does he keep passing these, you know? And then finally, fake piss comes out. I'm like, ah, God damn it. You got me. I
Damn,
guess
dude.
I get suspended from that game, and they told me not to show up, not to come. So I go home and drink a Four Loco and decide I'm gonna go to the game. I'm gonna show up to this bitch. I'll see what's going on. You know, I'll see what my fucking brothers, are getting into right now. Yeah.
So, so real quick,
My brothers are fighting right now, and I need to see what's going on.
so just saying that right there remind me of Randy off of fucking South Park. Is this America? Is this America? Jesus, dude.
No, dude, it gets
Fucking
deeper than that.
smalls.
It gets deeper. So we go there. Me and my friend from Sherman, actually, we like parked the car next to the ag barn, which is on the corner of the football field. I get out at one point. We're drinking, smoking, whatever, in the park. Like, everybody can see us. I don't know why I didn't think that everybody can see us, you know. But eventually, I get out of the car. I go on the side of the ag barn to take a piss, you know. And as I'm taking a piss, I look back and I see cops just rolling up, you know, to the car that I was just in. So in my head, I'm like, I'm drunk. I'm drunk as shit at this point. Near blacked out. I'm near blacked out, and I'm 17. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, I'm 17. So I think to myself, I can go turn myself in, you know, take the slap on the wrist, go from there. But I know that there's a blunt in that car. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that I'm doing that, you know? So in my head, there's a cross country trail through these woods right here. I could just go through that, go all the way through. It's like a mile throughout the whole thing. I went throughout the mile, went to the elementary, got picked up by somebody, went home. As soon as I get home, my mom's crying. And I'm like, God damn it. I thought for sure that I got away with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I got, you know, away
That's
from the area.
fun.
I got picked up. Yeah, he snitched on me. My name's there. So my mom gets a call. And they're like, if he comes now, we won't charge him with evading arrest, right?
I
So I'm
wasn't
like,
arrested
okay.
at the time you fucking caught me, bitch.
I wasn't arrested yet. So, so I come back, whatever, I'm crying the entire time. Like,
Oh,
I'm
fucking crocodile tears.
fucking crying the entire time, bro. I get in the car, I'm crying like a little bitch, like a little pussy. Looking back, I had nothing to cry about. Anyways, I go to jail, and it's just the fucking craziest situation because the people that I'm in there with, which is really just like their like general intake or whatever. There was two people in there that said that they had just got done shooting up Sherman Oaks,
Damn.
and that's why they were in there. And they were asking us why we were in there. And
I'm just drunk, bro.
I'm just drunk. I'm 17 years old. Somebody snitched on me, and I'm here. You know, so I
You know, you
mean,
could have easily been like, yeah, fucking guy snitched on me. He was like, dude, I shoot him up too. Shit.
yeah, I fucking killed a guy. and I'm just chilling,
Yeah.
just just
High
bullshit with
five each
them.
other and shit.
But they were like, "Yeah, we just shot out that motherfucker and all this and all that." And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, y'all aren't getting out of here. Y'all know that, right?"
Yeah, you probably don't want to tell them that.
Yeah. I was like, "Hey, yeah,
They'll probably
y'all
look
do
at you and
y'all,
say, "You aren't either, buddy."
y'all do y'all, but y'all do y'all for sure."
No, I don't really
But
have any
no,
crazy stories like that. A lot of mine, don't involve police at all, but a lot of mine deal with just I guess shit that kids do in fucking big cities, man. Growing up in Arlington, Texas, I had a lot of fucking drugs, guns. I wouldn't say women, like I wasn't out there like fucking women, but I was in a heavily there's I guess a pimp population going on in my fucking apartment complex. Like there's one pimp rented out 10 apartments for his girls to go out there and just trick
yeah,
out.
just
So
the operation, yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
and of course he didn't live there, but he would show up every once in a while. And his name was Hammer, but he wanted me to call him Big Dick
Hammer.
Hammer. That's what they called him. I was like, I'm not calling you Big Dick Hammer, bro.
He's just like 13. Just
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'm not gonna call you
yeah, I'm
that.
not gonna call you Big Dick Hammer. I'll call you Hammer though. I'll give you that. But
I'll give you that one.
yeah. But I remember sitting in a apartment. What he did is he'd pay me $20 a day. Like I said, I'm 13 at the time, so he just probably just give me fucking fruit snacks for all I know. I'll probably do it. But
Yeah, anything. Just talk to me, and I'll do it.
well, he gave me $20 a day, and I would sit in one of the apartments, whatever one he put me in, and I would just play PlayStation 2. The catch to that is I'd have a pistol in my lap, and if anything was to go wrong, then I would handle business.
Yeah.
So they would go in. It's a 1-bedroom apartment, and I'm sitting in the living room. And every once in a while, you'd hear each one of them had a different code word if it was getting too rough, or if they like say for instance you paid for one thing and you try to do another. You didn't pay for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they use a code word, whatever, and then I kind of walk in there. I mean, I've always been this size. Right now I'm 300 pounds, but at 13 I was about 210. So I've always been a big dude.
You've been big, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Short and stocky,
yeah.
just like I like them.
Wait,
Hey, welcome to Stinkbait, man.
wait, man, I can get you a fucking love seat, dude. You got
Fucking JD, old JD.
But yeah, man. I mean, I had a lot of weird experiences growing up, man. I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one weird one. So we was walking home from school. It was me and a guy named Art. I wish I could find these guys, but they're probably dead or in jail. But I'm for real. I'm for real. Guy named Art, and he had his cousin. His cousin was like 7 years old. We're probably like 14. We're walking down this back road or this back alleyway to go to his house. Second house on the right, as we're walking down, there's a guy walks out in a plumber's shirt, unbuttoned, and his pants unbuttoned. And Art sees him
All right.
first, and he's like,
It's a good picture.
yeah.
Good picture to paint.
Not even that. I remember seeing like remember those big ass dishes, like direct TV dishes,
Yeah,
big white
satellite
ones.
type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sitting in the backyard, grass growing over it. So I don't know how long.
So
I
it's
don't know
old
if
as
these people,
shit. Yeah, it's been there for a minute.
and I don't know if this guy lived there, if he was just sitting there waiting for someone to walk by. But we was walking by, and Art seen him, and he was like, "Dude, what the fuck is that?"
Yeah, I can hear you.
You hear me?
I can hear you, bud.
All right, so my work's calling me, so I'll probably have to cut it short here in a little bit. I'll probably have to end it after the story, but
Okay.
I'll finish it. So Art seen him, and the guy walks out, and he's like, "Hey, hey." And so I look at him, and then Art's like, "Come on, bro, keep walking." I was like, "I'm not fucking stopping." Well, his cousin stops, and so Art turns around. And he's like, I forgot the guy's name, honestly. He's like, "Come on, come on, come on." So the guy, when we look at him, as soon as Art says, "Come on, come on, come on," the guy starts dead sprinting at us.
And this
And
is
this
the
dude,
guy with the plumber, like everything's out and kind of
yeah.
undone.
So
He starts dead
unbuttoned,
sprinting at you.
he has a
Okay.
hamburger meat, like hamburger meat out, curly
Yeah,
hair,
yeah,
pants
yeah.
unbuttoned, and the fucking plumber shirt. Starts dead sprinting at us, and
This guy pretty fast. He got a
no,
good
he's a
40.
big sloppy motherfucker.
So it's just like, ugh,
Yeah.
get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm like, what the fuck? So I panic. I start running. Art runs with me. So no.
All right.
So we got the cousin behind us. We forget all about him. So we take off running
Oh,
for a good fucking, I don't know, 3-5 seconds. Fucking cousin gets snatched up.
by that guy. And this is in a back alley.
Back alley. I mean, it's right after school. So it's probably like
So
4
he
p.m.
just fucking sees y'all and just start dead sprinting at you. Snatches a
I
kid.
mean,
How old is this kid?
like I said, I think he was like 7.
He's a child. Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, we were children too. Like I said, probably 13. I was probably 12 at the time.
Yeah, but like you're getting that like adolescent stage. That's different from like not even knowing what's going on at
Yeah.
7 years old.
And
So
so,
yeah.
like I
So
said, I panic. I start running. You're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about turning around.
so the 7-year-old doesn't start running with y'all. He just kind of sits there
Well, I mean, you got a
'cause he
grown man.
doesn't know what's going on.
You got a grown man chasing a 7-year-old. So,
Oh, so he just caught up to him. That's it. Okay.
he caught up to him, and I remember him taking him, and then me and Art turned around. Art runs after him, and I don't know what happened after that because I kept running. I'm not gonna fucking.
Oh, so you said, all right. Hey, good luck, Art. I
I
gotta get the fuck
mean,
out of here.
you,
I
you can
mean,
call
that's
me
what happened.
wrong, but like I
No,
said, I'm
no,
12
no,
years
no.
old.
You're 12.
I
If I'm
mean,
12, I'm like, for my safety, I should probably get the fuck out of here. It's like, let me just keep going, get home. I
well,
totally
Art
get
runs
that.
after him. The guy runs in the house. From what Art told us is that he shoved him down and locked the door on him. So Art ran to his house, told his dad. Dad pops up, fucking Mac 10, rolling in there, ready to fucking kill something. He brought me and Art with him to describe him. We get there, no one's there.
Wait, and he has the 7-year-old or what?
No one's at the house.
What I'm like, but the guy that like whenever he snatched him and Art starts running back for him, he doesn't get his cousin or brother back or whatever.
Nope. As far as I know, the cousin was in the house with him, and that's the last time we heard of him.
That was the last time that he's been seen of, and that's damn, dude. That's the goddamn Amber Alert right there. What
That's
the
all I say.
fuck?
This is normal. I mean, honestly, this is normal
And
stuff
this
that happens.
and this is in Arlington or where's this
Arlington,
at?
Texas, yeah.
Arlington, Texas. Yeah, in a back
Now,
alley, kids get snatched. Nobody ever hears from him again. I mean, that's scary as shit, man. That is
hey, that's
very
why I
scary.
protect my fucking kids at all costs. I don't go
But
nowhere
I
without.
do feel like with like newer parents, like nowadays, they're a lot more inclined to be like watching over their kids, making sure that they know where they're at and everything.
Yeah.
Whenever we were kids, I remember going on walks all day long and going all throughout Sherman. You know what I'm saying? Like with y'all, there was no like supervision over that. You know what I'm saying? I remember whenever I was in high school, I got drunk as shit at a party in Van Alstyne. Okay? I didn't have a ride back. So I like walked and hitchhiked, blacked out drunk from Van Alstyne. Hear me out. All the way back to Sherman. I got to the Sherman Grayson Bible Church. You know where that's at?
Mm-mm.
On it's kind of near 56th, right next to Sunshine. That church.
Okay.
Yeah, with the green patio.
Yeah, yeah.
I slept under that patio,
Damn.
and then got up at 6 o'clock in the morning and walked all the way home to Bells from Sherman's Bells.
I mean, I will say this, man. Growing up in Arlington, it was a lot different. I mean, you not comparing, dicks here, but Sherman compared to Arlington is not the same.
Oh no, I well even Bells
Yeah,
in Arlington are not. My where I grew up and which is mostly in Sherman, but then in the later years, Bells and everything. Bells being mostly country, but in the country, it's kind of like there's some crazy shit that goes on in there as well. Arlington city wise, obviously, yeah. From the story you just said, there's obviously some crazy shit going on there too. But that's just
well,
mankind, though.
I mean, I
That's
got a lot of
everywhere.
stories from Arlington, man. Just things that I grew up with. But I'm gonna have to cut it short, man. My boss is blowing my fucking phone up right now. I
Oh,
guess the
yeah, no,
meeting or something.
no, you're all good. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on. I really do appreciate it. We'll talk
Yeah,
more
let
about the
me.
sketch show,
Yeah,
and
yeah, definitely.
I'll get a like a group chat going with me, you, and Randall and Keenan,
Yeah.
and we'll just kind of brainstorm and go from there. You know.
All right, I'll be
All
there.
right. Sounds good, brother. Thanks,
All right.
man. You have a good
Bye.
one.